I'm Dan here with my partner Brian, and we're going to talk to you about our project install. So, when you're a freshman here at school, you're all excited, it's a new environment, you get your school computer, go your first day of class, and the big problem a lot of students run into is installing software. You go to the help desk site, you sign up, they send you an email, this is all fun and good, and then you get instructions. Page after page after page of instructions for one piece of software. If you miss any of these, the license server won't authenticate you, or the software won't work how your class wants. And a lot of students run into problems with this. So, on the other side, we have software getting easier and easier for people. We have app stores everywhere, you click it installs, you click it removes it. We're trying to bring that functionality to software installation on an open source basis. So, this is a beautiful artist paint rendering we did. Our hope is to be able to make it so you click one of these, there's a script set up already by your administrator, you don't have to worry about it, it installs. We want to be able to do this for printing as well, along with since every time it updates, we know what version of the package you're at, we can bring updates to you. And we can also group it by class. So you're like, I'm in Comp Sci 1, it automatically brings down Sigwin, Visual Studio, whatever you need for that class. And when you're done the class, you can remove the software and it'll remove everything for that class. So, our main goals are easy software installation. And the scripts right now for Windows, we're concentrating on Windows, but more on that in a minute. Our scripts are DOS batch scripts. So they're really easy to write. We've enhanced them by adding some commands like authentication. You can put a EULA in and it'll automatically make the user have to go through and get the EULA, little things like that. For printer installation, we're allowing you to put multiple servers in. Like on campus here, we have 2 or 3 servers for each printer. And sometimes one won't work for you, one will work for your friend, you can't connect to one. So you can put all of them in there, it'll test to see which ones it can connect to and install the printer for you automatically. And then grouping software by class, and hopefully down the road, we can write different scripts in like Linux, Mac, and Windows, and then cross-platform. So there's 2 parts to this. There's the web end, which is the pretty website you click, and that's what I'm doing. And then there's the heavy-duty client end, which is my partner. So the web end is PHP, MySQL, and JavaScript. And then the client end is Mono. Mono, for those who don't know, is a C# implementation that's open source. It was originally funded by Novell and now changed hands. But you get the speed of Java, but you get cross-platform ability. You can compile once in Windows and it'll run right away, no software needed. But you can transport to Linux and Mac, and as long as you bring the Mono framework, it'll run out of the box. So we're able to port fairly easily. And now, I'm sure everyone's thinking of 2 big red flags right now for this project. One, who's going to maintain this system? All the packages need to be made and down the road updated. We've already talked to the IT people on staff, and they're willing to work with us once it gets to a point where students want to use it and the admins can update it. And the other thing is, there are some other packet managers out there already. Why won't we just use one of those or build on one of those? There's 3 camps of packet managers. There's big app stores, which we all know, like the Apple App Store, the Mac one, whatever. There's Symantec, which are very expensive, starting at a couple $1,000s for a small business. And then there's open source ones that we looked at, but all the open source ones want to lock your computer down. They're built for the IT guy to have control of your computer and be able to take software off on it, or put it on, take it off, update it. But these are students' computers, and we don't want to take away your control of your own computer. So we want to thank everyone, short presentation, and wonder if anyone has any questions other than that.
So there's this big idea in Linux-based operating systems, this package manager. I think we kind of breezed over that a little bit. There's not just web stores and giant, what do you call it, Symantec?
Symantec, like Norton, they have their own one. We're talking more like for the school web manager, so we can handle licensing and all that.
You can certainly put software into a Debian package and have it install on any Debian type machine, including a Ubuntu and anyone that uses the apt-get interface.
Mhm.
So,
But we can build that into this, but that'll mean we have one place you can go for software on campus for Windows, Linux, and Mac. And that's
Okay.
the goal
I see.
and the convenience.
So you want it to be cross-platform?
Yeah.
as well.
Your partner hasn't spoken a word, so I wanted to hear what he has to say.
He's a pretty dominant speaker.
Right, I didn't know, but you're doing the back end, so you may be.
I'm doing the client side, and I did a brief experiment with GTK and seeing if we wanted to separate some of the underlying system between the client and the web end, but we decided kind of this week that we're switching that around and we're going to do everything web, and the client end is just going to manage everything, and the web is going to be the main display of it.
I know that the IT guys at the help desk are a little bit prickly when you try and install get some software installed if you don't have the campus computer. Is there going to be any restrictions that the IT guys can set that says, oh, you're not student, you don't have the student laptop, so you can't install, or is it just going to be open to every student that has a laptop?
But there's two sets of software on campus. There's software available to everyone, which you can get through the website. That is available for everyone. Then there's software that's part of the laptop program. That's the stuff you have to go into help desk and have installed. So we're targeting the web stuff.
Okay.
Because that's a whole licensing thing that's completely separate.
I know, like when you install it now, you have to get a pin and stuff. So did they give you access to these packages and you can just pull them down now, or?
What we're really doing is staying on top of their system. So we're doing a lot of the stuff the instructions say, but transparently in the background. So when you're pulling, like when you set it up, it says go in to get the key and pull it down and put the key file in. We're doing that automatically.
So how do you manage to talk to IT people at that age? Which IT people did you see?
Ed Seeker. So.
Oh, and like, what are your goals for this? Are you going to try to get it working?
We're trying to get a working Windows client down.
At least by the end of this semester, with the long-term goal of having it work on everything.
Because right now, especially on the Mac side, I don't know how much Linux people have. Getting printers to work can be a little annoying, especially in Lion. You have to go into the cup server and configure stuff. So making that easier is always happy.
I guess how easy would it be to like write and deploy your own? Because for personal reasons, I have reformatted my Windows computer about 10 times in the past 2 weeks. And it would be nice if I could just write some scripts or something that would automate the initial setup and things of that. And I was wondering how difficult or easy would it be to have this kind of setup.
The scripts aren't too hard. The thing we're trying to do is put a nice interface on it, put everything in one place. So instead of having to go to different places to get different scripts or apply for different licenses, you just click go, it handles it for you, and you're good to go. I hope that answered your question.
Yeah, in the back.
Yeah, you guys heard of Midnight? It's a website. Yeah. So it's okay. That'd be awesome. RPI version of Midnight.
But it's similar goal.
Yeah.
So I think that's it. Thank you, everyone.
We're working on Pierce Logic, which is